if Spirit puts that on my heart, if it's something that's vital that I answer. So if I'm not answering your question, it's not personal. There's a bunch of people in different formats also. So all I'm doing is collective reads. If you want to book personal, that can be done through my website, which is Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi.com, which is ko-fi.com/SirenSong Lover. So if you want to book personal, you want to do Reiki, you want to do sound therapy, inner child healing, you just want to cry, you want me to just listen to you cry for half an hour, I can. But I can't do it here, guys. So if you want personal reads, personal attention, personal questions, that can be booked. This is all collective, meaning that a bunch of people are going through this at the same time. So what I do need everybody to do is listen, because your question may be answered. And other people in the same thing may be having the same question. And guys, you cannot be spiritually stalking other people. You can't be asking what's going on in their life. Okay, so don't be doing that. Dev, I would want to talk to you before we talk about love spells, because love spells have different, it depends on what the consequence, like what the intention is behind it. If it's done with foul intent, nope, you go find another practitioner. It ain't me, because I don't do that. Okay? Sugar Plums, they can't see that. You know, I'm on TikTok, baby. Sugar Plums. But if you want to hop over there and hype me up and let them know that the personals are fire, please do, because I have one of my loves that is like, book a personal. So on TikTok, I do have people that verified have had personal readings with me, and it's good. Okay, so Sugar Plums, I'm over there, SirenSong Lover, boo boo. But yeah, come on in. All right. I need to get my, okay, so guys, if you want to see me streaming on YouTube, I need you guys to subscribe on YouTube, because I need to get my subscribers up over there. So if we can kind of even get towards, I'm just trying to get everybody in from every which way that I can, my loves. All right. Nine of Swords, get out of your head and into your car. Thank you, Bosu. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I had a funny story. I had some situation this week where I had someone on my property. He came back today, unfortunately, and it was kind of a weird thing. But I did some Reiki with him, and he only had like 10 minutes of Reiki, and he was like, I've never experienced anything like that. He's like, that was freaking like fantastic. So, yeah. I create magic, guys. I create healing. It's something I created. Let me rephrase that. I don't create magic. I don't create healing. I have the space available to help you create your magic and your healing. Actually, Bubbles too, that is where I need you, my friend, to give some props on that, because you and I have been working together long enough for you to talk about the progress you've made through working with me. Should you so desire, and you don't have to, but I'm a real deal, guys. Yes, oh my gosh. Please, Bubble. I'm so happy to see you. I've missed you. I've missed you, my friend. I've been worried about you. I've been thinking about you, but there's been a million things happening, changing in my life. So please rest, drink water, breathe, meditate. I love you, girl. You are due for another session. Sugar Plums. Knight of Cups. We got that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again, but this is someone who has been not filling our cup. Like, he's like, yeah, no, I got my coffee, I got my ride. I don't have a seat for anyone else, so nope. All right. So, L, I am doing collective reads. Because he's not your man. I mean, you answered your own question. You need to know why your man who isn't your man keeps leaving you. Who is your man but isn't your man keeps leaving you on red because he's somewhere else. So do you keep pursuing that, or do you... We can't make them do it, but... I mean, I've had this same conversation with Bubbles too, so like... But, you know, you do deserve better. Oh my gosh, how long have you've caught reads with me before? I always tell people, I'm like, why are you worried about them? Worry about you. They may never come back, but you're going to be there tomorrow, so fill your cup, because you don't know if they're ever coming back. So, but you'll go thirsty before they ever do. You deserve the banquet. You deserve the props, the flowers. If they ain't giving it to you, walk. Someone will. Like, something that is so hard for someone else is nothing for the next person. And I have a prime example of this. I had something that I was asking my ex to do for years. Couldn't be bothered. I started dating this guy. Within 2 months, he satisfied 2 of the things they've been asking for like multiple years. He satisfied it within 2 months. It was like a pleasure. It was a pleasure. So it was like, why did I wait so long for this guy never to do it? Like, speak till I'm blue in the face, would never do it. But then I finally said, like, I deserve better. I deserve happiness. I deserve to live the dream, like the life I want. So, and then, yeah. Dead ass. That's why, like, what I do works, but it's also, you know, painful sometimes. So, Dev, a lot of times what I'll do is not necessarily love spells for you to get a specific person. It'll be like love spells, like fall in love with you so that you can attract the person. I'm not doing love spells for, like, you to bring anybody else back, because we don't do anything against free will. Like, the guy I was working with today, I said, I will do this, but it has to be consensual. You have to give me consent. Because he's like, well, I'm scared. I'm like, I won't do anything without... So what I do is, like I say, Deb, what I do is, like, we would do work on you, heal you, do love spells on you, not on anyone else, okay? Because I want you to fall in love with you, and then you'll never accept anybody else's half-ass offer ever again. I know I have a potty mouth, guys, but that's what I do. That's how I am. And, yeah. Thank you, Rose, for the... Thank you. Yeah. Yes, so this is, like, for me, I've fallen in love with me. Like, I used to have weight issues. And actually, you know what? Bubble is the perfect one to talk about the falling in love with yourself, because her and I have worked on that. Like, her and I have talked about how that looks. And she has done it herself. So, baby girl, I miss you. Please send me a message on Discord. I will catch up with you. I send you all the love and light, girl. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh. We just got some heat in here. We got the fire signs. The fire signs are in the house. So let's... Okay, 5 of Wands. Yes, those fiery signs. Okay, so... Okay, so AP, or app, or however we want to say it. I do... Thank you, Bubble Sue. I'm doing collective reads. To do personals... That's booked through my website, and yeah, it's worth it. You can ask. It's worth it. One of my girls who's booked with me has been in. So thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the love. Please hit the like button if you can. 5 of Wands. You have been fighting everything and everyone. It's time. Except for Dev, here is the part of it. If that person's not your person, then why would you want to make them put it down? Find your person. Find the person that wants to be with you. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you, but, like, if that person, like, if you are trying to give that person oranges, but all they eat is apples, of course they're going to turn you down every time. Of course they're not going to love your offer, because it's not giving them what they want or need. And that's not a fault to them. So either you have to find out what they want and need and satisfy that, or you have to move on, because that's not your person. Okay? And again, that's not trying to be harsh. It's like, you do not want to be with the wrong person. AP, so what I'm going to suggest to you, because I give a ton of free info in collectives. That's what that is. I give a ton of free info in the collective. So if you're broke, hang out like the rest of the spectators. If you got money, you want personal questions answered, you want Reiki, sound therapy, inner child, all that jazz, she's got to sleep, baby. She's in a different country. So I know you want her to stay, but she's completely, it's 8:20 at night for me, but it's middle of the next day for her. So we love Bubbles, but she needs lots of rest. She's a busy girl. She's going to be moving big mountains. Her and I have talked about it. She's going to be going places. So, and I love it because my collective is going places. Bubbles is going places. So My baby, I love you. I'm so fucking proud of you. I can't wait to hear it. Okay? All right. All right. Well, you can go places if you do the work. And I give the answers on how to do the work. And I help with that. And like I say, I do a lot of free work. Bubbles knows that as well. So I know she's going, and she's funny too, because she'll tell me, she's like, I'm tired, I need to go nap. And I'm like, get the fuck out of my life. Not because I don't love you, not because I don't love your energy, but I know you need rest. So I'm one of those, like, I do try to take care of my people. It's like, if I know, I'm going to be like, get out. And I love you. I mean that in the kindest ways, like, go to sleep because you need it. We need you rested because big deals, big places. Okay. Bubbles, I love you. If I see you in my live again tonight, I'm going to flip you off and be like, hey girl, I love you, get out. Abby Dabby, okay, so part of it's my past lives. So readings, past lives, YouTube, learning just by watching. I'm a see one, do one, teach one. So learning to do readings, I don't come from a family of it. I don't come from a family of it. I might, but they definitely hit all that against me because they did it on me. So I learned doing readings self-taught. You're welcome. Boom. So, yeah. All of my shit's self-taught, and that's also part of it. Like, when I come to you guys with spiritual lessons, that's like, I've done it, I've learned it, I bring it to you to teach it. I don't teach you anything that I myself have not done. I don't ask you to do anything I myself will not do or have not done in my past. Dev, I'm doing collectives, baby. I don't know how many. We can book a reading, but I can't. It's not fortune, it's like whatever energy you have within your field, that's what we pick up on and read on. And then divination is helping you make the right steps to make that a reality. But we're doing collectives here. Everybody is broken here and everyone wants answers, so I can't stop to answer for everybody. Okay? We're going to do some shuffles through again. We're going to put those back in the deck. Maybe we'll do... Okay, no, I'm not saying you're broke. I'm saying that a lot of people are broke that are free, that they come to collectives because they're broke. I wasn't saying you were broke, Debbie. I was just saying that if you want answers, like private answers, we do that one-on-one. And when we do one-on-one, that literally is one-on-one. I had somebody book yesterday, and she was like, girl, she came in from a live we booked yesterday. I did her reading last night. And she's like, girl, I'm so happy I found you, and I'm so glad I took this time to spend the money. Okay. Thank you, Rose. Yes. Thank you. I'm so sorry, guys, but this is part of it, too. And that's also, so that way, even though he knows it's a collective, like, then he can book, or she, I'm not sure which it is, they can book on the other side. And Deb, I look forward to working with you private, not here. I wasn't trying to insult, baby. Just have a lot of people that want free and pressure, and I'm like, no. Okay. I shall. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. This is young energy. So, are you in your 20s at the last? Deb, hey man, I love the brokies. So, that's why I do a lot of free stuff. But you want to pay me? Let's do it, because you're going to get some different answers by paying. You get different service by paying, if that makes sense. Like, it was a little more TLC. High Priestess, you have everything that you need, want, desire. This is very intuitive. You are tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Pisces. Okay, so even when people are broke, though, please, hey, babies, we are not condemning brokenness. I'm broke. I need money. So I can keep coming back to freaking read for you guys. Okay, so we had Knight of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but player. We had Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, slow as shit. Like, love them, but you're like, I fell asleep 2 days ago waiting for you to show up for our date. Okay, yeah, so we have these energies. So, okay, so we have, like I say, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But then you, my friend, you're the High Priestess. You're tapped into your emotions, okay? All right. Okay, Rose. Especially because Taurus and Scorpio are kind of like evil twins, but not good evil twins. So run. Every time I hear Scorpio, I hear run. Except for one Scorpio, but he and I are working together and he's making big moves too. And since and that's actually the thing is, I will work with you if you're willing to do the work. So the current Scorpio that's in my remedial training or school training right now, he does the work. He balks at it. For now, to love you, run to love you. And if he's meant to be with you, he'll catch up. Okay? If he doesn't, he's a loser and you deserve better. I don't know if he's a loser, but I'm just going to say it. Like, you can say, be like, you know what, Lara said you were a loser. If that makes you feel better, you don't have to. Don't start fights, though. 8 of Wands, you have messages coming together. Virgo's counterpart would be like a Pisces, but Virgos and Cancers, okay, so, oh, man. Yes, okay. Yeah, Rose, just trust me, because when Scorpio goes nuclear, your life is it's not good. Scorpios are known for being lethal, and they like to play the long game. They're petty, vindictive. If you ever do them dirty, your days are numbered. Whether it be socially, IRL, like they're one of the highest in the serial killer profiles. So, user 90125, that's, I believe, I don't know. Who is Rose? I'm Rose. You're Rose. No, I'm kidding. Actually, and to be fair, guys, I do stream multiple places, so if I call it a name you don't recognize, that's probably because it's on, like, a different platform, because I multitask. So not, like, it's funny, too, because, like, Twitch is, like, where I started my streaming for tarot, and that's where, like, that's, like, a whole different vibe, so, yeah, call me Lala or call Rose Lala. Because I go by Lala too. Okay, so Page of Cups. This is a child or younger Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio playing. Like, I'm talking about like early teens or kids. So this is that whole, like, you've been dealing with someone who has been playing with the emotions like too much. Like, they can't decide, do I want to commit? Do I want to run? Is this fish a good idea? They don't know how to take care of it. So, is this someone you can build even tomorrow with? Is this someone that if you called tomorrow, would they be there? Abby Dabby, it can. Yes, because all of tarot really is about you. Everyone around you is a reflection of you. So if it's like a feeling you're having, yes, that is a reflection of you. These people are a reflection of you. Yeah, yes, so, yeah. Both. It can be, okay, so here's what I tell people, and I'm surprised I haven't said it yet. Anything that fits, it sits. If it does not apply, let it fly. Like, if you hear something, you're like, oh, is she watching me? Then it's for you. If you're like, this doesn't feel like this is my story, then it's not for you, okay? And sometimes, like, the universe will give you, like, clues ahead of time, so you'll be like, this doesn't fit, and then 2 days later, you're like, oh, yep. That, she knew what she was talking about. Okay, can you connect with the dead? Yes, you can. Do you want to? Do you know how to? Because that's stuff I can help you with, but, okay, baby, Gemmies are hard. I love Gemmies. As a heavy air sign woman, I love Gemmies, but Gemmies are not for everybody. The problem with Gemmies and Taurus is, Gemmies can be fickle and kind of like airy, flighty, not committal, and Taurus is like stubborn, slow moving, methodical, stubborn. They're known as the bull. I'm saying Jenny, or I'm saying Gemmy. Gemini, not Jenny. Jenny was one of her old babysitters, and her name actually did come up today. So, love that synchronicity. Maybe I am calling out Jenny. I am calling it Jenny. That girl did some whack shit to me and my kids. I hope her day comes when she is held accountable for what she did to children. Lots of scars from that. Anyway, okay. Well, broken people. Oh, God, I have so many stories. That she's just abusive towards kids, like smacking them, like abusing like autistic kids, just all kinds of just. And she was raised super religious, and if she could have, she would have had like 10 kids, but all of her kids were like, you're the kids from, ooh, thank you, Deb, whatever that was. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Thank you. I always love gifts. I always love gifts. I don't get them often enough. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. Jenny gave love a bad name. I think it was hard also because, oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you, guys. I do karaoke. I do. That's, maybe not everybody wants to hear it. I don't give a fuck. You don't like it? There's the door. Oh, man. Yes. So, like, thank you, Debbie. Healed people heal people, broken people break people. So, like, my goal is, like, I'm not always perfect, but I am out here doing best every day to try and help each other. Okay, so give me you know what, let's see what song comes out. I'm not gonna ask for a recommendation because I'll butcher it, but let's see. Oh, my dog apparently is objecting to my singing. Okay. All right, let's see what comes out. Let's see. Thank you guys for the love. Okay, 5 Pentacles. So 5 was coming out. This is change. 5 Pentacles. You left out of the cold. You're like, why is everybody else having fun? Why are they all eating the banquet and I'm out in the cold? Sometimes, well, so my brain is just, okay, so AP, I am tuned in, tapped in, turned on with Source. So it's like a song will come through and I'll sing it and somebody was like, that's my favorite song, or that's that person's song. So yeah, no, sometimes it's not that the cards tell me a song. It's like Source will drop a song on me. I'll be like, oh, okay. And then somebody will be like, what the? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So there you go. You're like, what the fuck? So if he's out eating crawfish without you, like, go do something better. By yourself and don't care. Like, that's the thing. Don't even care what he's doing. Go live your best life. Be like, oh, he's eating crawfish. I'm gonna take myself to the best seafood place in town and have myself a seafood boil. And fuck that dude. I'm gonna do it alone. I'm gonna get me a glass of wine. I'm gonna have dessert. Because they would probably, that dude probably, that dude probably sits there and judges. And so go love yourself. Treat yourself. Give yourself a beautiful bubble bath. I don't care, male or female. Draw yourself a beautiful bath. I have bath recommendations should you so desire. If you want to feel like a royalty or goddess, I can give you bath or god. I put boys in those baths too. They, oh my gosh. Boys love that bath more than I think women do. I don't eat seafood. Abby Dabby, I'm not for certain. Actually, let me check my time. Probably like another 30 minutes or so, because I made a promise to someone very dear to me. So I have probably about another half an hour of read, just because I made a promise to someone that I would hang out. Like, I promised some competitive card games, and they really are competitive. So... okay, when you're in the shower, you are a pretty girl. Okay, Lala, you are a pretty girl. So I'm Lara, and sometimes I get called all kinds of things. Oh my gosh, thank you, Dad, for all the love. Thank you. Shower routine. When you are in the shower, because that is a ritual. So when you're washing off, I like to imagine like I'm washing off any dirt, like residual cosmic dirt. I am washing off any ill wishes, ill intent. So when you are in that shower, you imagine like you're washing anything. If you feel trapped energy, I love to like, one of my favorite things, because we get so much trapped right here, because that's lymph nodes, right? That's the drainage system, and it drains down to your kidneys, your liver, everything. So when you're in the shower, I love to especially like let the water hit this area, because it's mind over matter. So when you change things in your mind, even mentally saying, I am washing off all of that funk from the universe that everybody else put on me, it matters. It makes a difference. So the shower ritual is, imagine like you are washing off that debris, okay? And be intentional. Alrighty, let us do, we're gonna actually get back into the cards. All right. Yeah. Deb, you are, thank you, baby. Alrighty. Yes. Yes, okay, so, okay, shower routine, like, we're gonna wash that man right out of our hair. So, they don't deserve your time. And you know what, okay, so I've started washing my hair once a week. That's also, like, washing your hair shouldn't be as often, because, yeah, there's things there, and if you don't agree with that, that's fine. That's just something I found, but washing your hair, it's like I wash my hair once a week, and when I wash my hair, I'm like, I feel like a brand new demon after washing my hair. Like, I have like a brand new like breath on life, like happiness, excitement, spark when I wash my hair. So use your, like I say, your shower as that I am washing that boy out of my hair, because what was he doing? Like So also, guys, don't let everybody touch your crown, because that is your sacred divine knowledge. So like when you're getting, if you get your hair braided, you get your hair done, you gotta be very cognizant. If that person don't like you, or that person has ill intent, or is an unhappy person, they're putting that on your crown, which is your connection to the divine. So be very cautious about who you're allowing to be in your space, because energetic transfer is incredibly real. Okay, so Lala, you don't necessarily have to get a cleanse. It literally is, use your mind. Like when people want to do spell work, actually, let's talk about that. When people want to do spell work, I do not have to light a candle to do spell work or fuck someone's life up, or to bring somebody to me, or to make something happen. So if you think like, oh, I have to do a ritual on this day, I mean, it helps, but you don't. It is mind over matter. Literally, our mind changes our perception. So when you start feeding your mind with the right things, your reality changes, okay? Okay, so XOX Karen, my lovey, I'm doing collective reads, and I just dropped like a whole bunch of spiritual knowledge too, so I'm not answering personal questions, because there's a lot of people in here that have spiritual knowledge that's needed. And actually, if you want spiritual knowledges, spiritual stories, if you want to drop those in the comments, we can talk on some of those. If not though, we're doing collective read. And Dev, here's the thing, even when people are broke though, this is what I had to tell somebody. I'm like, even though you're broke, how we exchange energy is like liking the live, sharing it out. So guys, even if you're broke, how you exchange energy, and we, you know, stuff like that, get questions answered, is how do you spread business? Like, how do you recommend to your friends? How do you, maybe you can't afford a reading or Reiki, but you know someone that can and they would benefit from it. That's how, you know, pass my name along, like word of mouth. So it's not always about, and that is the thing too, is if you refer someone to me, the word of mouth, like discounts come back to you. Referrals are a big thing. So, all your friends, like people you actually know in the, okay, awesome. I don't cast curses. And I'll tell you why. It comes back on you, because you do it on the wrong person, and your life will completely be, no. I tell people, keep your hex hands clean. Thank you so much for sending me out, Lala. Like, thank you for bringing your friends in. So I don't cast curses on them. Remember, we return to sender, but we do not raise hex hands. And if you That is something. Okay, so Dev, my love, we'll talk about it, and then that's something we'll answer personally because okay. So yes, okay. So how do you know someone's cursed you? If you like notice the coincidences that happen all the time and the emotion or the person that comes to mind when it happens. It's like if something happens, maybe not the same thing, but in the same vein. Like say this same thing keeps happening around the same situation. And every time it happens, you think of someone in your mind's eye, like that person is sending you evil eye. It's like if you are always having a bad day and then you spill your coffee and you this and you that, and that person comes to mind, that might be an indicator. I'm under a dry spell too, babies. Like it's not just like your favorite high priestess is under a dry spell too, except for celibacy. Like I look at abstinence over abuse. I would rather be single and dry than be have an incubus or succubus spirit attached to me. So I know we go, oh, that rejection is protection. When the universe is saying sit down, I know we want to cry, we want to scream, we want to throw fists at the air, but that's because it's like that's protecting you from something bigger you don't see, baby. I'd like to be more under that, Lala. But my kingdom spouse is right. Like he's about to pop, and I'm like, okay, come on. I know in like another month, like you guys probably won't see me for a bit, and that's not like it's knowing without knowing. All right. Love yourself, Dev. That's how you cast that. I try to come back live daily, but sometimes I miss days, like when I have huge energy workings, when I have huge things I'm doing on that end, or I'm going through stuff. Because that's the thing, I show up when I'm having bad days. I show up when I'm having good days. I show up because it's that whole, yeah. Physically, it really, potentially. And that's that part. So it's not even so much part. It's like you are meant to experience many different things because the thing that you want may not be available right now, but it may be party girl era because it's like you're meant to fall in love with you. Because I'm going to guess you probably like forgot who you were around 10. Like that thing that you used to love to do, you forgot it because you started being what everyone else wanted you to be. So your party girl era, your experimentation, I mean, it's not really experimentation like experimentation. It is. It's like what makes me happy, not what makes my family happy, not what makes my sister happy, not what makes my best friend happy. Your party girl era is to find out who you are, what you're made of, where you want to go. Get this, I'm going to say it get the stupidity out of your system so that you can be with the right person. Because honestly, like that's part of it. Like we all say like, oh, we want to be with our person, we want to be in union. Have you healed your abandonment issue? Because if you haven't, you're going to have your kingdom spouse and you're going to call him the worst freaking names and run him off. Not because you don't love him, but because you haven't gotten those lessons out of your system in order to appreciate what you truly have. So, yeah. Okay, so meaningful connection. Okay. Can I give you ready? And take this however you want. Start with animals. Find a meaningful connection with an animal. I know that sounds like, oh, I love animals. No, I mean literally start looking at that animal and realizing that that animal is a blessing to you. And how beautiful creatures, like animals are such beautiful teachers and guides and spirits, and they're our ancestors. So you want to start making connections, and it's hard with people. Animals. Okay, so there you go. So as we start developing, you know what, I'm horrible at this. I just okay, so I had 5 cats and a dog, and today we adopted a 6th cat. So I now have a 9-week-old Calico, which I've been waiting. Since childhood. Okay, so let's talk about 10 when we lost ourselves. I've been wanting a Calico cat since I was 10 years old. I was gonna name her Penelope. Whoa. almost 43 years old. Today. Penelope. So I'm the crazy cat mom. I have 6 freaking cats, but yeah, I wanted a calico for, like I say, 33 fucking years, 32 years. So I know I just mouth, but 32 years I wanted a calico at least, and today. So everything you ask for from the universe, and I've dreamt of Callie's though, so that's the thing too, is like I was dreaming of Callie's about 6 months ago, which is about that's the irony. I'll dream of my cats before they come, and then they come in about 6 months. So like my first kittens, when on my healing journey, when I moved out and I was completely alone, I adopted 2 boys that were teeny. They were 4 pounds together. They were 4 pounds. And they were my lifeline. Like if it weren't for my boys, I wouldn't have made it. They're about to turn 2. I dreamt of them 6 months before they were born. So yeah, and cats are amazing. Anyway, yeah, that's the cat, because they're your ancestors, your guardians, they're protectors. Cats are in the spirit, like they're liminal, so they're between the spiritual realms. So that's why they don't really truly ever sleep. They always catnap. That's because they always kind of have like one eye open here, one eye in the spiritual realm. They're warding off. So, and I know they used to always say, oh, well, you know, they thought women that had cats were demons. No, cats are like witches. No, cats were protecting, like during the plague, they thought women that had cats were evil. No, it was the cats were protecting the house from the plague. I totally said that all freaking wrong. Okay. Apparently my brain just took it, crapped out of me. Alright. They are beautiful creatures. I didn't love cats as much as I do until 2 little tiny balls of fluff saved my life. And to be honest, okay, I'm gonna wrap up pretty soon, guys. Thank you so much for all this, but I'm gonna wrap up pretty soon. I'm gonna tell you a spiritual story time here. The universe, and I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but the universe has a sense of humor. So when it needed me to get down on my knees and pray and beg, Freya sent me 2 cats, Aries brothers. They were, like I say, 4 pounds each. They basically drug me down to the ground with their little claws. They got on my back. Both of the boys were on my back. I was on the ground screaming, crying, like ugly tears crying, not like begging for mercy. The divine God, Freya, creator, had me on the ground begging for mercy, snot, ugly, crying, hyperventilating because of brother kittens that were 4 pounds, named Cain and Abel. So if you don't think that the divine will use the most innocuous thing to ask for, like, mercy, beg for forgiveness and prayer, yeah. Freya has a sense of humor. I'm like, okay, so, no, why? Unless should you leave Bob? I'm always going to say, if you're asking, it's probably a good indicator this time. We're doing collective reads, though, my lovey. Like, if you want to book a personal reading and we can dive further, that is most definitely, we can do that. But right now, it's just collectives. If you want to support my channel, donations can be done through Ko-Fi. I have moon manifestations over there. I do Reiki, sound therapy, inner child healing, a little bit everything all rolled into one. I will reset your chakras. That is on my Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/SirenSong Lover. That's where you can book. That's where I have moon manifestations. That's where I have journal prompts. I like to give journal prompts for healing, like deep inner child healing, guys. So those are on my Ko-Fi, okay? I also do, I do sound therapy. Like, if you go back through my TikTok, if you go back through, but I do chakra clearing. So like a week ago, I did each of the chakras. We did the chakra bowls each day. We did like a Reiki chakra clear, and I posted those on my TikTok as well. So you want to do more in-depth stuff, like I put samples of what I do regularly, okay, throughout my stuff. And even some of those samples are talking about life lessons. You want stories, like those are in a bunch of my reels. Like I drop so many stories about what's going on in life, and my life is always banana. always, it's not even like I'm trying to do it. It's like, no, like it follows me and I'm like, why? I just want peace. Why the hell is this following me? Why is trouble following me everywhere? And I realized I'm like, I'm not a drama queen. I just, danger follows me. And I'm a dare queen. Like, you can't dare me to do shit because I will do it twice. And may or may not take pictures. I'm an elder millennial, which means I need to go take ibuprofen for my bad knee. But you dare me to do it, I'm going to do it twice. And I may or may not take pictures because, yeah, we were the generation that was out in the cornfield dying when we said we were at our friend's house spending the night. We didn't have GPS. We didn't have, yeah. You can potentially, I don't know if I'll answer it. We're doing collective reads, but if you want to ask your question and if I feel called to answer it, I will. Okay? If it's something that collective energy-wise, everyone, and that's the other thing too. Sometimes when you guys are asking a question, it's like the whole collective needs the answer. So I like questions, but sometimes, if it's like, you know, is so-and-so coming back to me? Well, that needs to be done on our time, not the collective's time, because we're talking about a collective energy, babies. And that's not, I mean, I love doing personals. I love doing, okay. So, Tarot, that really isn't a yes or no question. I mean, I can tell you yes or no. Do you want me to do that? But I'm going to tell you why this is a problem. Do you want me to answer it as to why, like, because I can be like, yeah, is Luke cheating? Okay. Shuffle cards. But then if I'm not answering your question, like, we're not in depth about it, I can be like, yep, he is, but I'm not answering anything else and go on. So that's why I say if you want to do personal questions, we talk about that. Otherwise, there are a bunch of people on a bunch of platforms. They're all here. So, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yes, correct. If you have to ask, probably. If you're like women, especially, like our intuition is hot to trot. So if you think he's cheating, you dreamt it, you smelled it. Like, that's the thing, too. When you guys think they're playing me fast and loose, I'm like, I'm an intuitive woman. God and I have a channel direct. Like, we talk direct. Like, you think you're getting away? Like, I'm going to dream it. I'm going to get a download. I'm going to smell her. Even though I don't even know her, I'm going to smell her. So if you are tuned in, tapped in, turned on, you already know the answer, baby. I'm here for confirmation. Okay? You don't even have to find your proof. Like, I am so hardcore, I don't even fucking need proof. Like, my intuition says it's not right. Out. I don't need proof. I don't need to justify. That's the other part, guys. You not have to justify to anyone why you don't want to be with them. You don't have to justify to anybody why you're leaving them. You do not have to justify to anything. Yeah, okay, so, Tarot, I wasn't mean to say, like, yes, like, I didn't know yes or no, but what I'm trying to say, well, maybe I did. Because you already know, yes. But, and okay, so I love that you bring out Lilith. I am a Lilith also. The Hierophant. So when you asked, like, the Hierophant came out. So, like, tapping into that higher knowledge. So, yes, you know. But at the same time, all right. Hello. You already know, but like I say, if I'm just doing yes or no's, it's hard because it's like, I can just say yes, but if I don't have, like, what are you going to do next? That's the part of reading with tarot with me is like, it's what do we do next? It's not just reading. It's like, okay, how are we going to fix this shit? Right? Let's do, what do we have to do? How do we love ourselves? How do we, like, how many, anybody that's in, like, how much of it is like, okay, well, what do we do next? I'm not just going to give you the cards. I'm going to be like, okay, what do we do next? Healing. Are we loving ourselves? Are we dating ourselves? Are we taking care of ourselves? So, Tarot, I love it because, like I say, I'm Lilith too. So you hopped into the correct live, or you, yeah. But if you want to do private reads, baby, like I say, I do Reiki, sound therapy, inner child healing. We do everything in the kitchen sink. I do everything in the kitchen sink. So, that can be booked through Ko-Fi. And like I say, on my Ko-Fi, guys, I have chakral healing. I have manifestations, journal prompts. You can book services through my Ko-Fi. So ko-fi.com/SirenSong Lover. You want to go in depth, you want to radically change your life? Check me there. We do collectives here. 6 Cups, you do have to look back at the past to determine what you no longer want and what you want more of. You, like, don't go to the past to get stuck there, because Cups is emotions. We're balancing it. We're like, look at the past. We're going to be like, we're going to take that out of our bucket, because that was not something that brought me pleasure. It did not fill my checklist. That was not my bucket list. So 6 of Cups is going back and saying, I don't want that anymore. So what do you want? And that's also part of it. Don't be so focused on what you don't want. Be like, okay, I know, check what I don't want, and I'm going to really focus on what do I want. So you are going to cultivate within you the environment to bring in what it is you do want. Okay? You say you want love, but if you don't actually give anybody the time of day, do you have space for love in your life? That's the other part too for me. Like, when guys tell me they want love, but then they're talking about their love, and it's like, where is there a space for somebody to be your partner? Like, you don't even have space in your closet for them to have a shelf. How are you expecting to build a whole entire life with them? And I don't mean like it has to be done today, build that life, but if you can't even dedicate like a minute to seeing where they are in your daily life, how are you going to build a whole entire life? And that's something within you. You have to create that space, cultivate, carve out, make it. Okay? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna hop out pretty soon. We got about 3 more minutes to wrap up. Let me ponder on this for a moment, because I want to give you the way to move forward. Hello, how are you? Is it Paul? I think Paul, remind me, untag. I'm just about to hop out too, baby. I gotta go. I've got some very big competition. I've got some competition to do. So, okay. I'm so glad I recognized it, Paul, because I was like, I think it's Paul, but I don't remember. Hold on, my computer didn't die. It just timed out. What's going on there? Okay. We're still going there. Okay, hold on. All right. Okay. All right. What do we need for guidance? Why, you know what, I'm going to ask it like this. Why are we choosing distance with the people we want to get to know, and why are they? Let's ask it like that for the collective. The people that we're in no contact from. What is keeping us apart? All right. This is the last question, but if you are in no contact, I'm going to very briefly answer why. I already know, but let's go. Addiction is standing between us, and whether that addiction be a substance, a person, place, job, religion is an addiction too. The devil, Capricorn energy. This is what drives us, keeps us in bondage, and nothing about, like, the devil's not bad, but this is saying, where are you feeling stuck, stagnant, and chained to this thing that is not helping you bring in love, light, creativity, healing, positive patterns? The devil is here to say, the devil's in the details, right? Like, what is keeping you chained? So, and then this card, this is like the Joker card in this deck, and I love it because it's you're wrestling 2 wolves. So one side is healing, one side is pain. So it's, this may hurt, this may heal. So the wolves, and this is all of life, right? All of life is a scale. Like, yeah, it may hurt temporarily, but it's going to heal you long term. So wrestle that wolf so that you can have a chance at having a beautiful life. Wrestle your demons, your sadness, your everything, so that you have a chance at a better life. So addiction is saying, I'm no longer, and Dev, my love, I am just about to pop out. I promise someone some help, like some ferocious competition, and it is. So I'm about to hop out. So the question, what's keeping us in separation? It's addictions. It's addictions. On both sides. And that's the thing, is if it's addictions with them, it's also addictions with you, because we mirror. Everyone mirrors each other, right? We are all here to help each other grow, expand. So when you look at someone, you're like, I really want to be with them, but what addictions are you keeping you back? So this is something I'm going to say, and then I'm going to hop out, because I had a dude, he's like, well, I really want to be with this woman. He's like, do you know Little Shop of Horrors? He's like, I don't want basically the plant in the apartment. He's like, I'm Seymour and she's Aubrey, and the plant. And I'm like, you have to tame the plant. That plant from outer space that wants to eat your girl, you have to take care of it. Because he was like, well, I don't want to hurt her, and I know it will. I go, yeah, that's your baggage. That's your darkness. You need to, if you don't want to hurt the people you love, okay, you have to heal you. They can't do it for you. So the devil these are your addictions that you need to address so that you can live a happier, healthier life. And once you do, you will either bring in that person or you will attract in the person you're meant to be with. Okay? So I love you guys. I hope you have a great night. Thank you for coming to join me. I'm going to talk about my Ko-Fi one more time. I'm going to talk about what I do, and I'm going to hop out only because I made a promise to someone I love dearly. And I don't make too many promises, but when I do, you bet your sweet ass I take care of them. Thank you, baby. I love you too. Okay, so Ko-Fi, Ko-Fi. And you know what? I love it, Lala. Thank you, because you know what? And Dev, that's something we can talk about. I gave up alcohol addiction. I've been sober for 2 years. Changed my fucking life. So when people want to get sober, we talk about it. When you want to heal, we talk about it. I am all here for it. So that is yeah. So, Dev, I want you, Ko-Fi, okay, baby, let's talk about it. Like, that's the other part. You're battling with addiction, you're battling with depression, you're battling with have gone through heavy child abuse. Guess what? I've done it. You've battled a narcissist in court, done it. You've almost been by an ex-boyfriend because they were obsessive and crazy, done it, been there. I'm here to show you what it looks like when you get out, and it's not always pretty. It is not always pretty. Hey, Libby, my love, I'm just about to get out, baby. Dev, yes. But I'm also here to show you that, especially if you're in my collective, you think I'm strong. You're in my collective. You're strong too. So start looking in that mirror and saying, I am worthy of the best life possible. This addiction, this pattern, it ends here today. I am no longer. So that's the other part of it. When I talk about addiction, people say it's too hard. No, I'm here to tell you it can be done. Okay? So I'm strong. I'm strong to be here to be a leader, to be able to help, to be able to be a mentor, to say, hey, I got you. You want to talk? I'm here. You need advice? I'm here. You know? So, yeah. Okay, so to book me personally, Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/SirenSong Lover. My name, SirenSong Lover. So, SirenSong